A warm welcome to all participants of our today's launch event. I'm very pleased that we have two of our strong industrialization partners with us today. Please welcome Carsten Heuser, Vice President Additive Manufacturing at Siemens. Welcome, Carsten.
Hey, Kai. Hello.
As our next guest, please welcome Markus Glaser, Senior Vice President EMEA from EOS.
Markus. Hi, Kai.
Hey, Markus.
Hi, Carsten.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for the invitation.
It's a pleasure.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Carsten, let me start with a question to you. We all believe in the huge potential of additive manufacturing. Nevertheless, there are still quite a few hurdles to overcome before customers get into high volume serial manufacturing of end-use parts. What is Siemens' mission to drive the industrialization of additive manufacturing and to overcome the hurdles of today?
Thanks for this question. Yeah, we in Siemens, we want to empower the industry to create, make and use additive applications at scale. This means creating new product designs with seamlessly integrated software to improve the performance of the product and make equipment and manufacturing more efficient, more automated, to become productive and affordable for the costs you will use and produce with the additive parts thereof.
Thank you very much, Carsten. It's a strong commitment to the additive industry. Markus, EOS is the leading industrial partner of the Polyline project. This is, by the way, the project where the concept of the Powershot Performance series was developed. Obviously, I have a question related to your industrialization plans as well. The new Powershot Performance series is purposed to build for the factory of the future and high volume applications with AM. What are EOS activities to drive the era of industrial additive manufacturing?
Thank you, Kai, for the interesting question. So, first of all, factory of the future with polymer, we talk about here now today, has a very high importance at EOS in the product roadmap. So also especially with the EOS P500 machine and the upcoming EOS P500 laser perfusion machine, we work on deep automized solutions which fits perfectly for high volume applications. And if you look now on the Polyline project, where we all together look on the entire common production solution process by integrating AM as a digitized production method for the mass production of serial components. I mean, this is perfect, and by mid-2021, the P500, the transform station for the P500 and the new Powershot Performance series, sorry. Yeah.
It's a new product.
It's a new product, yeah. So we will implement and set up at BMW in Munich and just be curious. And I'm happy to get this experience mid of the year.
Very good. Thank you very much, Markus. And you touched with the Powershot Performance series finishing relevance as well. So in total, what is the relevance of post-processing for the industrialization of additive manufacturing?
I mean, if you look on all the end-to-end AM solutions today, and again, stay with polymer, it's key. Post-processing is key for us, and I think also if you look now on the Polyline project, what we just discussed, we talk about serial products. That means also we need an excellent post-processing in order to achieve a good and great serial product. And in this context, with the P500 machine and the laser perfusion in the future, where we come closer to the injection molding quality, we need an excellent post-processing and a top smoothing and a top coloring process. And I think therefore the DyeMansion equipment has a high importance to really realize a good mass production and make it also successful that we can really enter together in the mass production of polymers.
Thank you very much for the comprehensive answer. Carsten, let me ask you a question in respect to our partnership. What is your expectation towards our partnership? In other words, what do you expect from us, your partner DyeMansion, to fulfill the mission of AM industrialization?
That's a good question, and it's all about industrializing additive manufacturing. What does it mean? It means to make the processes more affordable, more reliable, more efficient, and improve the quality of the products. In the past, people focused a lot on the printer, but now post-processing and their surface finishing becomes of utmost importance. And therefore, I think our expectation is, and as well wish, that you take leadership and ownership in this area to help the additive community to get the processes into the next level. I think it was a good start when we teamed up in our first experience, which was launched in Formnext with the Power Fuse. Now I'm really excited to see how you make step after step into the other process steps. Now with the Powershot Performance series, that we have not only the surface finishing in the industrial scale, but as well now the last depowdering step automated. And this is what the industry needs to make it more affordable, and therefore we need to co-create. We need to be open to make it easier for the customers using this and scaling this into real serious manufacturing for the future.
Thank you very much, Carsten. I think we are very much aligned, and you can count on us.
We will do.
Thank you. Markus, an alike question for you. What can we do together as EOS and DyeMansion to accelerate the transformation to industrialized additive manufacturing?
I think besides the activities on the Polyline project, where we will collaborate together, I think we will work together on either mass customized or mass production customer cases, yeah, in order to learn, in order to simulate, and we can also very nicely integrate Carsten and his team in order to understand also what kind of impact does it have for our product roadmap. So also that we learn out of these concrete cases how to shape the products in the future. And I think if you also see on these nice cases here on the table, I mean, this is really great cases what we should take together under consideration. What's the best fit? How can we approach, and together also with Siemens, the market in terms of post-processing, in terms of soft solution, in terms of hardware. And I think by doing this together, I think we can really as a basis of the technology of today, make a big step forward by aligning our products and enter a lot of new production facilities. Because I think today, and this is a trend I would say last 6-7 months, a big portion, and we discussed a bit before, of really big projects are coming to the market. Yeah, so this will be a big challenge now for all of us, you know, on the automation side, on the software side, on the post-processing side, on the hardware side, to overcome these hurdles, which are maybe still there. But then if we achieve this, then I think there's a huge market for all of us to grow AM in a really big scale forward.
Thank you very much. I agree. It sounds like together we can create the most value for our joint customers. Yes. Carsten, last but not least, as one of the many contributions to the AM industry, Siemens has set up physical and virtual so-called additive manufacturing experience centers, which have the ability to present reference manufacturing workflows. How can customers and partners get access to your additive manufacturing experience centers? And what can customers expect from such visits, maybe such as our joint workshops we are conducting together with customers?
Yeah, so we have a very comprehensive portfolio from Siemens with software automation, digitalization, and a big toolbox. However, Siemens is a big user of additive manufacturing. We have over 200 machines in Siemens. So in this experience center, we bring both worlds together, having end-to-end integrated industrialized workflows for different technologies, and take into account our comprehensive technology, material, and process knowledge from all the different Siemens sites. And since we opened this really covers and is tailored to the individual needs. So we still see different customers at different levels. We have big enterprises, still they are searching for the opportunity, what means additive for their business. But then you have the service provider being very experienced, and they are looking how to scale now from a few machines into a big factory. And then you have design companies. They are very brilliant in doing new shoe design, new midsoles, new classes, but they have no clue how to produce at the end and what will be the cost and how to scale these kind of production. That's why we bundled all this knowledge in this digital and real additive manufacturing experience center, as well with manufacturing services like financial services, planning services for a factory. And that's where we invite customers jointly with the ecosystem to work with us on the next level of industrialization. And I think instead of talking about it, it's probably even better to call into our expert, Fabian Hirschmann. He's the technology expert for the polymer technology within Siemens. And let's ask him. He's standing now in the real Additive Manufacturing Experience Center in Erlangen. So Fabian, can you show a little bit for the visitors what's all in?
Thank you, Carsten. Today I'm here in the Additive Manufacturing Experience Center of Siemens in Erlangen. In this center we are working jointly with our customers on industrialization projects around additive manufacturing. Therefore, we have recently set up an entire SLS factory cell where we are demonstrating a whole end-to-end software and hardware workflow in combination with all relevant machines from pre- and post-processing. In this AM factory, we are also working on how to industrialize and how to automate factories for big-scale additive production. Just to mention one thing we are presenting in this version is the digital AM factory we launched together with DyeMansion and other partners last Formnext. In this factory, we are working jointly how a high automated and industrialized SLS production will look like in the future. In collaboration with the innovation team of DyeMansion, we also evaluated the effectiveness of a full automated part cleaning process for a production workflow like this. Therefore, I would like to hand over to our factory planning experts from Siemens Advanta. Niklas, Francesco, can you tell us more how to integrate the Powershot dual performance into the factory?
So in this table you can see we have printed out some very small scaled machines. We can place them on this table. On top of this table there is a camera that is recording the position, the number and any other parameters of our factory. And this information is automatically updated in our simulation model based on the software plant simulation. So as you can see now, the simulation is running, the AGVs are working, the workers are working. In here you can see how many midsoles are we producing every year. And we can prepare in this model any sort of reporting.
Now, what we've seen so far is a simulation that was based on the old Powershot, DyeMansion Powershot C. What will happen if we remove this and exchange it with the new Powershot dual performance? So I just put the new machine on the table, and what you see here now, it changed. So you see, before we had this Powershot C machine, and now we have the Powershot dual performance. If we have a closer look, so what you see here is the setup, what you've just seen, with the new Powershot dual performance. Now, with the new system, we can connect the depowering machine, the automated depowering machine, directly with an automated conveyor system to the new system. Another advantage is that we only need one of these, because we can put more soles inside the machine and connect it completely automatically. And afterwards, it's automatically transported to the next area.
So after the simulation is completed, we are able to check the performance of the new configuration of the factory. And if we see down here, we see that the total number of produced parts is not that different. Nevertheless, we have implemented a cost calculator in our software, so that if we see actually, if we have a look to the production cost per part, we can see that using this machine can give us a solid 11% cost reduction.
We ran several scenarios to really optimize this whole process. First of all, we started as a baseline with a completely manual process, which you see on the left side. This was our baselining of cost. Then afterwards, we did several scenarios to really optimize these costs. What you've just seen is this scenario. So we have the automated powder supply, automated intralogistic, and automated unpacking. And as a next step, we automated also the cleaning process. And here you see quite clearly, with implementing the automated cleaning process, you get another 4% savings instead of just automating the first steps. So we can really save some more money. Within our simulation, we could show that by introducing the new machine, we can reduce the costs per part and increase the level of automation.
Great to see that the new product of DyeMansion is reducing part costs. If you like to learn more about our industrialization approach or about our partnership with DyeMansion, just feel free to reach out to us. With this, I would like to hand over back to Munich.
Thank you, Fabian, and hope to see many of you in our Experience Center in Erlangen co-creating the next level of industrialized additive with our partners.
Thank you very much, Carsten, for the insight to your experience centers. Carsten and Markus, rest assured, the whole DyeMansion team is enjoying our partnerships very much, and we are looking forward to further extending our collaboration. A big thank you for your support, for your partnership. This is very motivating, and special thanks for your contribution today. Bye-bye.
Thank you for the invitation.